What is up, everybody? June is here, and we've got a lot of heavy hitter games dropping for us to enjoy in June. We got some major AAA games dropping, some indie gems, and just a good month to be gaming, regardless what platform you're playing on. So let's not waste any more time and let's look at the new games coming out in June. At number 10, we have Street Fighter 6. It's been 7 years since the last Street Fighter, and this one is coming to us looking great and giving us a lot to do. You'll be able to create your own character and explore this crazy world of Street Fighter. You'll be able to learn from fighters in the game like Chun-Li, Ryu, and so many classic characters that we grew up learning their fighting styles and creating your own. You'll be able to play against other players in their own little hub world, playing classic game modes, tournaments, and more. Now, this one personally looks amazing with its bright colors, the animations and effects, and that's always been a big thing about Street Fighter. They kind of been like big on like doing crazy insane moves, and they're not straying away from that formula. It honestly has me hyped to play it, and I haven't played a Street Fighter in a while, so this may be one I may be picking up to play just for having fun. But hopefully the community will like it, and we'll see how they think about it. Street Fighter 6 is set to release June 2nd. At number 9, we have Radiant 3 Mikado Mania. A classic in the bullet hell shoot-'em-up series is back with some new features. You'll have to defend Earth from an invading aliens called Crystals, but it won't be easy. You'll be able to play solo or with a friend, and for the first time you can play using 2 planes at the same time, along with customizing your game mode, music, wall art, and a lot more, really giving you your own spin on the game. Now, if you never played these games, these are those classic shoot-'em-ups where everything is on the screen and you trying to figure out how you survive most of it. And these are games that I grew up with and love playing, so I can't wait to see how this turns out. As always, these games were always challenging and fun at the same time, and that's how they became a cult classic. Radiant X3 is set to release June 6th. At number 8, we have Diablo IV. A long-awaited cult classic is finally here that many gamers will be putting hundreds of hours into. It's up to you and your band of fighters to push back the evil that has spread over the land and try to bring some sense back to everything going on. Now, you'll be able to choose from 5 different classes, each with their own unique play styles and abilities as you travel across several different environments, trying to push back the evil that's going on. Now, you'll have certain areas where you'll actually be able to do some PvP, so keep that in mind if you decide you want to go rogue and try to steal somebody's loot, because you may come across somebody that's stronger than you. Fans of this series have definitely been looking forward to this, and I think they're going to be in for a good one. I think they're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to see a lot of streamers enjoying this game, and it's going to be definitely a good game to be grind. But we'll definitely have to see how it turns out when we get our hands on it. Diablo IV is set to release June 6th. At number 7, we have Aliens Dark Descent. We're getting a new Aliens game with a brand new setting, but this time as a squad-based tactical RTS style game. Now, death is permanent in this one, so you'll have to keep that in mind with every firefight, every encounter that you have, or you decide to take or not. You'll be able to upgrade your Marines with better gear, weapons, and abilities, as well as plenty of side missions and things to go off the beaten path if you decide to do. Now, this one is definitely going to be a little bit different from the last one we had, which was Fire Teams, which was a third person over the shoulder cover type one, which was kind of fun. And this one's going to be interesting because you, like I said, you take a place being a commander, controlling the Marine team, and you got to decide decisions for them. Now, I'm a big fan of the Aliens game, so I definitely will be picking this one up. I don't know if I'll be reviewing it. I may be streaming it, but if I have time, I may try to do a review on it and see how it plays out. But I've always been a big fan of Aliens games, so it's definitely a yes on my list. But we'll have to see how it turns out when we get our hands on it. Aliens Dark Descent is set to release June 20th. At number 6, we have Crash Team Rumble. Crash is back with a brand new game for us to enjoy in this crazy world. In this 4v4 style game, each team is racing to get the most amount of fruit in a certain amount of time. Now, you'll be able to choose from both heroes and villains from multiple games, having several maps from iconic games to play on as well. Each hero and villain will have their own unique abilities, will make it very challenging while navigating the maps. And teamwork is going to be a big thing on this one. So if you try to do solo, I wouldn't recommend it, but we'll have to see how this turns out. This is kind of a first for Crash doing this style of game. So, they've always been more of the platforming games, and then they did the racing. So now they're doing something different. So we'll see how the community takes to it. Crash Team Rumble set to release June 20th. At number 5, we have Undead Citadel. Now, if you like melee and range combat in VR, then this will be perfect for you. You'll have to fight your way through the undead in 10 levels in the story mode, trying to figure out where it all started from. Now, beyond the story mode, you'll have a horde mode where you can challenge your ability, see how long you can last, as well as a sandbox mode so you can test out which weapons work best for you, which ones you like, which ones you don't like, which is never a bad thing in my opinion. Now, each type of enemy will have their own weak spots, so you'll have to find out what it is so you can take them out quickly, because they will be coming after you, as you guys can see from this gameplay here. It looks like it's going to be intense, it's going to be fun, and I'm looking forward to it. This is going to be a fun VR game to get into. And I think it's going to be a good workout if you really get into it, which will probably be me. Right now, it will be coming out for Steam VR, so if your headset can support it, then you're good. They plan on bringing it to PSVR 2 and other types of headsets in the future, but right now, Steam VR is their main platform for it. So I know if you got Oculus, if you got HTC, you'll be good for it. Undead Citadel is set to release June 8th. At number 4, you have Dordogne. Explore your childhood and relive some of your fondest memories with your grandmother as you explore this beautiful, hand-drawn world. You'll discover some family secrets along the way as you explore and begin to remember things when you were a kid. Now, I love the art style of this game, of it being hand-drawn and the painted look of it. It just gives you one of those feel-good, enjoy type of games. It's not over crazy things going on. It's just sit back and enjoy feel-good type games. And I think that's something wrong with that. We should have games like that from now and then. Every game shouldn't be high intensity and craziness going on. Sometimes you just want a game you can just sit back and just enjoy. Dordogne is set to release June 13th. At number 3, we have Super Mega Baseball 4. The latest installment of this series is back with a new look, more to do, and even more iconic players from the series to play. Listening back from feedback from the community, they're giving players more to do with team chemistry, trades, more modes to play, more stadiums to play in, and being able to play with other players across different platforms. Now, this type of art style will definitely make it stand out compared to all the other hyper-realistic baseball games, and in my opinion, it'll make more people come towards this game and play it, because it's more just having fun and not taking itself too serious. And I would definitely pick it up for that whole simple fact. Sometimes you don't want to play a game that's hyper-realistic. Sometimes you want to play a game because it's a game. You just have fun with it. But hopefully the community will take to the new look and like it. But we'll see how it turns out when they get their hands on it. Super Mega Baseball 4 set to release June 2nd. At number 2, we have Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life. Lay down your own roots, start a farm, make friends, and raise a family in this feel-good type of farm sim game. You'll be able to plant different types of crops, raise animals to produce or to sell, meet unique characters, and date a wide variety of characters to find that perfect match and create your own family and create your legacy. Now, this is another one of those feel-good and relaxing type games. It's not super complicated. Take your time and enjoy. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with these type of games. These are like the perfect games when you just want to shut off your brain and relax and unwind. So, nothing wrong with this. And this game comes from a big series, so they're doing something right. So we'll see how this one turns out. Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life is set to release June 27th. And at number 1, probably one of the major games dropping for this month is Final Fantasy 16. This long-awaited title is finally here for fans to enjoy, that a lot of people have just been waiting for a new Final Fantasy game. As a blight begins to spread and countries start to lose their powers from their metal crystals fading away, war begins to spring up everywhere. Your character will be finding their own path in this RPG-style game after what happens to their family. Now you'll be able to unlock abilities to suit your playstyle, as well as fight with allies in epic fights using creatures called dominants for epic battles. If you know anything about Final Fantasy games, they're crazy, they're big, they're over the top, animations, very good storyline, and I'm seeing all that with this game. It looks amazing graphically, no matter, like right now it's going to be on PS5 and it looks like it's going to be great. There are talks that it's going to be a PC version, but it's going to be later on down the road. But I imagine when we get the PC version, it's going to look just as great. But for right now, it's mainly going to be on PS5, so hopefully everything goes smooth with it on there. Final Fantasy 16 is set to release June 22nd. And that's just some of the games we got coming out in June. Like I said, I can never do all the games coming out. I always try to pick a little bit of all the games just for you guys to see what's coming out. But definitely there's other games coming out. So let me know in the comments below if one of these games caught your eye, or if there's a game coming out that I didn't mention. As always, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. I do videos like this every month. I do reviews on games dropping. I'm doing a few more trailer reactions and just having fun with it. And if you want to see me play some of these games or just play games in general, chat it up with me. I'll be streaming on Twitch, streaming on Saturdays and Sundays, just having fun. So if you want to lurk, chat with me, join me in some of the games I'm playing, you're more than welcome to. But that will do it for me. I got some more videos to work on, so I will catch you guys in the next video. Later.